Welcome to the stage, Johnny B. Brockelsby. Johnny has dedicated his life to championing South Dakota's tourism industry. Born in Rapid City in 1951, Johnny grew up at the iconic Reptile Gardens, founded by his father, Earl. From giving tortoise talks as a child to serving as public relations director, Johnny has spent decades growing both the family business and the state's visitor economy. A passionate promoter of South Dakota, he represented the state at travel shows across the country and abroad from 1998 to 2015. Known for his warm personality, trademark black hat, and tireless energy, Johnny has led numerous industry organizations, including the Governor's Tourism Advisory Board and the Mount Rushmore Society. A lifetime advocate for community, conservation, and compassion, he also helped launch the Badlands National Park Conservancy and supports hunger relief efforts worldwide. Johnny continues to be one of South Dakota's most respected and enduring tourism ambassadors.
God bless you all. I'll tell you, how many out here, I work at Reptile Gardens, how many out here have been to Reptile Gardens? Okay, that's good. How many have been to Reptile Gardens in the last year? Okay, the rest of you need to come back. Okay, we need you there. We need the money, all right? I got to put my readers on. I'm going to mess up. Well, I'll still mess up, but I need to thank the South Dakota Hall of Fame Board and all the folks that were involved in my nomination. It's really an honor for me, and especially in the light of the fact that my father, Earl Brockelsby, who was the founder of Reptile Gardens and a visitor industry pioneer in our state, he and Ted Husted really were two of the first private people that really got the tourism industry going. And so it's a real honor that I'm being honored and inducted into the Hall of Fame like my father was. When the news got out earlier this year that I was going to be inducted in, I had a young boy that I worked with out at Reptile Gardens, and he said, Johnny, what can I do to get myself inducted? And I just looked him straight in the eye and I said, choose your parents wisely. And by that, I mean anything I've accomplished in my life or done in my life, I owe to loving parents, Earl and Maude Brockelsby. And, you know, I just owe it to them. Sorry. This is a humbling experience for me. Nobody among my friends and family could have seen this coming, especially my classmates at Rapid City High School, Dave Herning. While all the other students were being voted best looking, best athlete, most likely to succeed, I got one dang vote. Most likely to be killed and eaten at a family business. No, seriously. I want to thank the board of directors for giving me this unbelievably great honor. I'm so grateful to them. And I also wish to thank all my family and friends with whom I have been so blessed with in my life. They have supported me through thick and through thin, and Lord only knows there was plenty of thin. Would my blood family please just stand? I just want people to see my blood family. I got my daughter, granddaughter, nephews, nieces here. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. And I don't know if you're willing to do this or not, but anybody that might consider me to be a friend, would you please stand too? I just want to recognize all of you, because I just feel so absolutely blessed with all these wonderful people. Makes me cry. I also want to give a very special thank you to my brother, Jeff. Now, Jeff he's the one that submitted my application. He's a very gifted writer. and he was able to shine me up enough to be considered for this great honor. And trust me, there had to be a lot of shining. I would be remiss if I didn't also thank my darling daughter, Jenna. And, sorry. Anyway, Jenna put together my table out there. And any of you that have seen the table, she just did this most amazing job. And I'm sorry, grateful to you, honey. Anyway, I'm grateful to many people. I had a lot of mentors over the years that really helped me in all this. People like Julie Jensen and Michelle Lintz and Dave Geisler, Bill Honerkamp, Gary Brown, Jim Hagan, Dave Sweet, and the many others. These people gave me so much guidance, and that I'm just so grateful for them. My lifelong passion has been our family business, Reptile Gardens, and tourism in the great state of South Dakota. I have so loved promoting our great state at travel shows and at international markets. I was able to go to Germany twice and Japan once, promoting our great state of South Dakota. Then we promoted our state to international tour operators at shows in the U.S. Now, you all know Deadwood, South Dakota, and it's famous for a lot of crazy folks. But there was none more helpful to our state than our own Wild Bill Walsh. And boy, have we had fun promoting our state together. Thank you, Bill. I am proud and honored to have served on the Governor's Tourism Advisory Board for over 25 years. And it's through 4 different Republican administrations. The only reason that's kind of amazing is I'm a Democrat. But I sure got along with those governors. But our state, honest to God, it's always been about civility and getting along in politics. That's the way things used to be. Senator George McGovern and Bob Dole, different politically, but they came together to try to end world hunger. There were also U.S. leaders like Tom Daschle and Trent Lott, and they got together to do things to make our state better. Tip O'Neill and Ronald Reagan, another example. And they're right here in our room tonight is our own Senator, Larry Pressler, and he got along with everybody. I have a favorite T-shirt that I wear quite a bit. And it has in Lakota, it has some verbiage in that, and then in English underneath it has some verbiage. In the English verbiage underneath it says, "We are all related." I think this is one of the most true things that I wish we could all take to heart, because we truly are all related. That's just me sounding off on myself, but it's stuff that I truly believe from right here. Our board of directors of the Badlands National Park Conservancy, which I sit on, and which I'm very proud of, and I would like you all to go to our website, badlandsnationalparkconservancy.org. We're the Friends group for Badlands Park, and we need to raise money so that we can do all these wonderful things to improve Badlands Park. But it's another fine example of folks, people I sit on that board with. They're from both political parties, but they all get together to do things that are going to be good for Badlands Park and for the state of South Dakota. Examples that our state can hold up to the nation are things like the South Dakota Hall of Fame. We all are here and get together, and it's all wonderful. Am I going over? I would just love for us all to get back to being good neighbors and taking care of each other and doing that. I finally just offer my heartfelt congratulations to all of my very deserving fellow inductees, and I'm greatly honored to be among you today. God bless and thank you so much.